Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. Welcome to Arcade Treasure Center. If you're new to the channel, my name is Roy and this is the Treasure Center. And I have a question for you. Do you have a garage, a spare room, a closet, or some place that you're not really utilizing? Maybe those places that I mentioned is holding a bunch of stuff that you've collected over the years. Maybe it's old heirlooms, antiques, collectibles. Maybe it's your own hobby stuff. Maybe it's kid stuff. Who knows? Maybe you just want to get rid of some of those things and you don't know how to do it. Well, that's how we started over 10 years ago. My wife and I decided to start selling some of our stuff at flea markets, and we held our own garage sales. The problem with it is when you go to flea markets, you got to load up the vehicle, carry all that stuff and take it out there, and then load whatever's left and bring it back, or dump it, get rid of it. Then you can have garage sales. Well, the problem with garage sales is you're bringing a lot of people to your residence. You're taking time to set it up, break it down, and get rid of stuff that way and selling it at the lowest price possible. And that's just not really good, especially if you're trying to make a little bit of extra money, because who doesn't want to make money? So my wife and I got tired of doing the flea markets and the garage sales. And the reason I'm walking around this 14 by 14, 200 square foot room is to show you that if you have a little extra space where you can maybe put up some shelves, you can organize your stuff a little bit, then you can turn around and sell that stuff online and make a profit. I have been selling online for over 10 years. My main platform that I sell on is eBay. Although I have sold on Poshmark, Mercari, different places like that, eBay seems to be the best for me. And all this stuff that you're seeing is things that we either had, picked up at garage sales, thrift shops, or flea markets, and we're turning around it and selling it online. We have been doing this very well, and we are making a profit. We were able to pay off our debts. We were able to go on family vacations, and we still do this to this day. So if this is something that you're interested in, then you're in the right place. And if you notice behind me, when I first started the video, there's 2 IKEA bags over there. So my challenge today is to take you around my eBay room, show you the kinds of things that I sell, what sold over the last 24 hours, and we're going to see if we can fill these 2 IKEA bags with all those items that I sold. So let's get started. So we're going to go over to the hat bin. I actually sold a couple of hats out of there, and I'm really happy about it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the hats out, then we're going to take them over to the table and talk about them so I can tell you exactly what they are and how much I sold them for. Well, in this bin is the 3 hats. I sold this hat. I sold one of these. I actually have 2 of them. And I sold this hat back here. All right, let's take these over to the table and I'll show you and tell you all about them. So I sold this Live Long Sriracha hat. I just thought this was a really cool hat to pick up. I got it over at a thrift shop for, I think, about $1. And it has the Live Long, the Sriracha rooster on there. And if you know what Sriracha is, the hot sauce bottle, it's very common. And you don't see these too much on any kind of clothing wear. But I picked up this hat. It's a really good condition, looks really good, and I listed it, sold it for $10 plus shipping. Sold this Boy Scout hat, and this was a really nice, it's authentic, official Boy Scout hat, excellent condition, looks super nice, has the tag in there, it says Made in America, and it has the Boy Scouts of America label. So this was a really, really clean, good looking hat, and this one sold for $15 plus shipping. Then I picked up a couple of these Amazon Prime hats. These are employee worker hats. They're really good. In fact, an employee of Amazon made or designed the hats, and the person that designed it was Lily Yang. And if you ever see these hats, they sell pretty good. Like I said, I picked up 2 of them, and this one sold for $19. All right, we got an item out of this bin to get out, and it's right in front. All right, so it's this right here, and I want to be able to get sure I get it all out with one hand. So let me kind of finagle here. I don't want to drop it. All right, let's take it over to the table and I'll discuss it a little bit more. And as you can see, this is a pair of Sennheiser, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Sennheiser. Anyway, this pair of headphones, these are Bluetooth headphones, and you plug this in This becomes your home base station, and then you can take this plug right here and plug it into any 3.5 millimeter jack. I believe that's 3.5 millimeter, and this will connect to any Bluetooth device. I actually used these and tried them out, and they worked really good. I actually had them hooked up to a phone that I had, and I was able to play Pandora off of it very good. But this was a nice little pickup. I paid $5 for it, and this sold for $30 plus shipping. Hey everyone, I know a lot of you are curious about the items that I sell and what types of items that I sell in my eBay store. Well, if you ever do go look at my eBay store, and there'll be a link to my store in the description down below, then be sure you go and look and see if I have any reseller lots up for auction or for sale, because there are many times where I'll create a reseller box and I'll list them on auction or just for sale, but most of the time it's auction. And that's what's in this box right here, is a reseller lot. This box right here contains over 100 earrings and bracelets, and I picked up a whole bunch of them. I didn't want to take the time to list them all individually, and I didn't want to break them down to small groups, so I went ahead and sold them as a reseller lot on auction, and this sold for a little over $21. So if you ever go to my store, be sure you look for those reseller lots. Well, there's a misconception amongst collectors when it comes to Beanie Babies. A lot of people say there are no Beanie Babies out there that are valuable, that there's just way too many of them out there. However, there's still a few that do have some value. If you recognize this Beanie Baby, this one has a heart on it, which would be a Valentino Beanie Baby. And no, they don't have much value. But this one is a particular one, it's the Astronaut Limited Edition, which makes it the Astro Valentino Beanie Baby. This one is serial number 800 out of 1000 from July 26, 1998. And because it is ear tagged and marked, this one did sell for $32 plus shipping. All right, sold another shirt, 21 KT 158. That's this one here. This is a polo shirt. This one sold for $10 plus shipping, and I probably paid $1 or $2 for this at the thrift shop. So I sold a pair of shoes, and normally I keep most of my shoes down here into this bin here. You can see that's a lot of shoes. That's my shoe bin. But this pair I decided to keep a little separate. I knew that they were going to sell, and I wanted to keep them looking really good. I actually didn't have much of a box for them, but I had a box that would fit it, and I kept it separately so that way I could find it easier. Let me take this over to the table so I can show you exactly what's in this box. All right, inside this box is some magic. Pair of shoes. As you can see, the box that I had to use was an old Spectrum box, but this was a really good box that they fit pretty good in. This is a pair of Alexander McQueen slip-on shoes. You might remember that I made a video called something like They Didn't Know What They Had. You can see it says Alexander McQueen right there on the bottom. It's also on the soles. I don't know if you can see it right in here on the side of the inserts. Maybe if I flash the light enough, you can see the McQueen symbol. But these are really nice, awesome. These are canvas with leather back here. Just super, 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 super nice shoes. And if you ever find Alexander McQueen shoes, pick them up. They are valuable. This pair does have a little bit of condition issue. As you can see, some marks, some little wearing. But overall, look at that. Look at the treads on them. They're very, very, very good. A little toe scuff, but not too bad. Heel drag is not too bad. And this pair of shoes sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, sold 3 more mosquito dunks for three different people. Each one sold for $7.67, and I only paid 25 cents for each of these Walmart retail arbitrage. So I'm making some good profit there. So I got an item that I just listed within the last day or two, and it sold for pretty good. This is a vintage set of table, well, not cloths, but these are 1 table runner, 6 placemats, and 2 hot pads. And they've got a nice geometric Southwest design. These sold for $18 plus shipping, and I picked them up for 50 cents at a garage sale. Sold a Callaway Golf Club cover, and again, I only got 3 left, and now I sold this one. This is an XI series Callaway number 3 for a 3 wood. It does have a little bit of wear and tear because this is a used one. This sold for $8.80 plus shipping. All right, so let's go look in this bin here. And I sold this big box item, or what I call, well, long box item right here. It's upside down. Let me set it down there. So this is a Husqvarna Mega Hoop. I picked this up while I was at a thrift shop. I think they had it probably marked for about 99 cents, maybe $2. Anyway, I know Husqvarna is a really good brand name, and the Mega Hoop just seemed like something I should pick up. I didn't look up comps at it at the time that I picked it up and realized it was actually probably a decent buy. Brand new, they'd be worth a lot more money. But still, nevertheless, this sold for a total of $27, and that was with the shipping, so not too bad. Well, I'd say we filled up the first IKEA bag, so let's see if we can fill up bag number 2. All right, and we're gonna come back down here, and I sold 4 more of those mosquito bombs. They are right there. I think that's 4 right there. Yep. All right, so one person bought 4 more of these, and they sold for $38, free ship. And then we're gonna come over here, and we sold this up here. This is a #1 Frozen Pocket Pop. This has all the characters from the movie Frozen: Anna, Olaf, and Elsa. This sold for $9 plus shipping. All right, sold several items out of this J2 bin. So let's look and see what we sold. We sold this right here is a knife or fork and spoon. These are actually old vintage TWA silverware that they used to have on airplanes. And if you didn't know, they used to actually have silverware on airplanes. Now these aren't made of silver, they're just stainless, but these sold for $10. All right, I also sold a camera connector. It's a little 3 4-in-1 connector, and this sold for $9. And I also sold this right here. This is a Hawaiian necklace. It's koa. It's koa seeds. Actually, I got it wrapped up in a bag to keep it, but it's actually a long necklace. This is 26 inches when it's pulled out, and these koa seed necklace sold for $12. All right, so we're gonna go over here to this shelf up top, and behind these Wonder Woman 1984 popcorn tins, which are some really good tins. I love selling popcorn tins. But right behind it is this. If I can get it down. So this was a really good garage sale find. I paid $2 for it. It's a Coleman propane lantern. And it even comes with extra mantles for the glowing part of the propane lantern. So, but this in its original box, I sealed it back up. It has all its parts and pieces. So I made sure that it was sealed all back up and ready to go. And the buyer has $30 all in on this. All right, guys, well, I sold this pot right up here. This was a really, really good cast iron aluminum pot. And as you can see, it is used. I mean, it's not brand new, but some good cast iron aluminum pots, they generally sell for pretty good money. This one sold for $30, and it is going out the door. All right, guys, had another sale off of this shelf over here, and it's back in here, so I thought I'd grab it for you. And this is it right here. This is another desk globe, and I like selling desk globes. They usually do really good for me. I pick these up whenever I can find them for like a couple of dollars, and I have sold every single one. In fact, this is the last one that I have, and now I've sold it, and that's out the door. And sometimes they'll sell a little faster or a little slower, but I've never had one sit for too long. Now this one I think did sit for about 2 months on the shelf, and I paid about $5 for it, but this sold for $40 plus shipping. Really good globe. Well, after wrapping up some of these larger items, it became quite apparent to me that we were going to fill up this second IKEA bag quite easily. So maybe in another challenge, we'll have to do 3 or 4 IKEA bags just to accommodate some of these larger boxes. I really appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's challenge, and we'll see you in the next video.